Fuck.
Oi! Alright, so we're in North Carolina, southern North Carolina, and I'm gonna show you as a truck driver how to take a shit on the side of the road. Now we're in a truck stop right now, you know, we're at a pilot. I just pulled over here in the back lot just to show you. You want to do this from concealment, of course. You don't want to do this in a truck stop. You know, you got bathrooms here, so it's like there's no reason for you to do a shit. If you got a bathroom around, be human. Don't be a fucking scumbag. Guys that take shits out in parking lots like this and stuff, they're just the lowest common denominator, you know? You got a bathroom around, go use it. Don't be a fucking scumbag.
Yeah,
so,
this is for that when you're gonna shit your pants.
This is what I'm gonna shit my fucking pants right here in the truck, or I gotta go out in the dirt. You know, you got nothing around. Like me, I would only do this if I'm out in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing for 50 miles. There's no way I'm holding it. You know, I'm gonna have to find somewhere to pull over and do this. It's as much as you don't want to, you're gonna have to, right? That's what I'm talking about. This is purely for emergencies. So, how to shit on the side of the road, and then when we get out, the reefer's on, so it's a little loud outside, plus there's some wind, so I'm trying to pre-explain right now that you want to have a few supplies on hand, and as you're driving, if you got them within arm's reach, get them ready, because you know as soon as you pull over, you got shit. This is the way I did it, you know. First thing, go ahead and get a roll of paper towels ready, or if you got TP, I guess, but paper towels are, I've always felt, are better in the sense that they're bigger, you know, they cover more area. So you're going to be doing some mad cleaning on the side of the road is what I'm talking about. Then too, if you can grab them, I mean this one's empty, but a couple bottles of water, right? Water and paper towels. And thirdly, for your final stage cleanup, I guess, whatever, if you got baby wipes. Baby wipes are a lifesaver in a lot of ways, especially having females on the truck. You always have baby wipes. I use them too. I always used them in the past. They're great for hand washing, hand sanitizing, hand sanitizer all the time on the truck too, but having baby wipes, or these are just wipes, you know.
Grown-up wipes.
Yeah, you grown-up wipes for, you know, whatever. But these are also great to have on the truck to clean yourself up at any point in time. If you can't get to the shower for a couple days or something, you can still feel somewhat, humanish, decent, you know, by having these. So what I'm going to get out and show you though is you get all these supplies together and you put them over there by the side door, you know, so you can have easy access to them. Paper towels, water, wipes, okay? As soon as you get out of the truck though, you're going to be in a place. I kind of cockeyed the truck. If you're on the side of the road like we are, you want to kind of cockeye the truck so you have some concealment from the roadway, that people can't see what you're doing. You want some privacy at least, you know, you want to be somewhat decent. Pull off of the road as far as you can. If you get a dirt cutout on the side of a road somewhere, pull off as far as you can. Get your truck as far away from the road as you can, and then you want to angle it where the tractor's going in to the right a little bit, and you want to cockeye your trailer out a little bit, and you'll see it when we get outside. If you can kind of make a angle of your truck too, it hides you better, so people can't see what you're doing. Like a car or a truck, if say somebody pulled off in the same cutout, you got the trailer kind of bent over a little bit, so you get some concealment behind the face of that trailer. They can't see what you're doing. Like, you don't want to be sitting there taking a crap and somebody just pull up right in view of you because your truck's straight. You know, it's like, oh hey, how's it going? Yeah, how do you like my balls hanging out? Did you think I was a goat bent over back here? You know,
I was hoping.
Oh God, that's a hell of a goat. So yeah, you're sitting there pushing your fruit basket through your legs, taking a shit, you know, and somebody's sitting there going, oh hey, how's it going? You know, and a lot of times I don't move either. It's like they just, oh hey, how's it going? And watch you take a shit for a while. It's like, great, thanks man. Yeah, it's very demoralizing to sit there and have somebody watch you take a shit. It's like, just sitting here hanging out. Right, you know. Anyway, so paper towels, baby wipes, and water. That's going to be about as good as it gets. All right. So we'll get out of the truck now. It might be a little noisy out there. I'll try and move to the back of the truck to show you how to do this. But usually it would happen on your drive wheels, right behind the truck, right where the truck and the trailer meet. That's where you want to do it. So if it gets too noisy out there, that's what I'm apologizing ahead of time for, but this is how you do it. Put all your stuff, your supplies right by the door over there so you can open up the door. Usually I left the door open. Any kind of extra concealment you can have by blocking a view, you know, door open, whatever, you know, just try to eliminate anybody from seeing you is what I do. So anyway, that's 5 minutes of absolutely no visual fucking lesson here. So bring them right back here somewhere, set them down, whatever, you know, it's all circumstantial, just whatever kind of deal you're in, or you can leave them right there on the step. Now what would happen is, you can see the angle of the truck, like the truck's over here, the trailer's kicked out a little bit over here. It would depend on what road you're on, right? The road's over there, and you want to get, like I said, as much concealment as possible by closing the truck in. So what I would do is I would deal with it right over here at the door. This is like your control area. You got all your stuff and everything. I strip my pants off, underwear, everything, my thong, you know. And then
this leopard print thong.
Yeah, my cheetah print thong. But I'll put my shoes back on, of course. You know, then strip, put your shoe back on, strip the other leg, put your shoe back on. Stand here buck naked, except for say your t-shirt, right? Leave your shit all right there, clothes right there, everything's out of the way. Then you have a stick over here, so right here. This is your go zone right here. You can put your butt right between the duals, all right? Just come right back here. You're naked, right? Goat hanging and everything. You can plop your butt right between the duals right here and tuck your shit, all right? Keep your feet spread apart as far as you can, right? That way you got protection from, you know, whatever, backlash. Now, depending on who you are, don't tuck your shit so far behind you that you shit on your balls, right? But you sit right here and blow it up, right? You can do the same thing back here if you got better concealment in the back, right between these two tires. I'm sure your company would not appreciate you shitting all over their tires, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
You're gonna run over it anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have some mud packed in your treads afterwards, you know what I mean? But then, yeah, you can plop right behind it. It kind of gives you a little base to brace yourself with, you know what I mean? Yeah, you shit right between the tires, okay? No harm, no foul, you're out in the dirt, you know? Then once you're done, you know, depending on where you're at, you got all your water, paper towels, and wipes, right? Go back over, get some paper towels, do your business, get some more paper towels. That's where, you know, you can pour some water on it and stuff. Clean up real nice. Don't worry about it. You're already out here naked. Might as well do the job right, you know what I mean? Get some wipes, clean up, right?
Right.
And what I've done is gone right back to the damage area, right back to the blast zone, right? Put all that shit down there. Then if you got dirt and rocks around, cover it all up. Easy as that. You know, you don't want to leave a big old open mess, but then when you leave, if you put dirt, paper towels and dirt and all that shit, cover it up. When you run it over, maybe you'll pack it down in there real nice. Right?
Gross.
Isn't that gross?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Applause for me.
Yeah.
Right? I just explained how to take a deuce on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So that's it though. Usually it happens up with those tires. It's closest to the door. You can get all your shit. Now if you get all cleaned up, right? I mean, you're already out there. Why rush? And then you put your clothes back on and shit. And you're good to go. That's pretty much it. How's that?
Good.
Times?
Good times.
Always carry those supplies with you, and you'll be all right. So, right. Fuck! Ass!
Damn it.
What's going on there, hop along piss-a-lots? What are you doing? I don't know.
No.
I was thinking on the fly, man.
Right?
You know how it goes. Sometimes you fuck that shit up. You know, somebody comes up with just a zinger and they burn you real bad and you go, well, racquetball, and you run away. You know, it's like you never know what to do.
Right.
Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah. No, never.
Oh, you burned me real good the one time.
I know.
That was hot.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Damn it. What did you say? Oh yeah, you said well, I said something about like, hey, you're really hot, and you go, you got a little dick, and I was like, oh man. She totally burned me. I was like, oh man. God. Dude, it totally smells like sewage right now. What the hell?
Cows.
Oh, the cow farm. God damn it, I didn't even see it over there. Ugh. Well, the wind's blowing this way. We're gonna, yeah, it's blowing straight down the freeway. Gotta give it a minute. Get out of range. So we're out here in central Nebraska right now. Got out to exit 107 where the Flying J is. Took showers real quick.
Yeah.
You feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I smell like cow shit, but yeah.
Yeah, now we're gonna smell like cow shit. It's gonna be great. Everywhere you go, you got cow shit in your nose now. It's like, ugh. You know, it gets like caught in your nose hairs a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. But I'd rather smell the shit on my finger. Yeah, that was a funny story last night.
Yeah.
We went out to Mexican food last night and I was tearing it up in here. Oh.
Stinky.
Oh man, I was ripping it up. I was proud of myself. And I'm just sitting here cruising along like this, you know, looking around while she's driving. And I was sitting here and I cut a couple of big old beefers. Yeah, she's sitting there with her finger up in her nose.
And she, the soap on my fingers.
No, she's sitting. I immediately said, I go. In her stead, I said, I just took a shit and I got shit on my hands. I'd rather smell that than your fucking fart. I don't know, stupid. It doesn't sound as good the second time around.
Right.
Never mind, never mind. God. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So this is Nebraska. All right, good times.
Yep, good time.
Oi! Get her every time. So we're out here in Nebraska. Showered. Smelling like cow shit now.
I don't know if the cow shit's going away or I'm just
No, it's not even going away, man. It's like, I don't want to open windows too much because I'm filming. Oh, I gotta I'll get on in a little bit when we stop. Got a comment, I said I'd put it in the next video about, I know I made a video about this before we were down in Laredo, but that was before we were told to cease and desist with our videos from Unset Company. I ended up erasing it, but we were in a hotel room in Laredo, I remember, and I explained how to take a shit on the side of the road.
yeah.
But I guess since we're out here at the truck, you know, when we pull over, I'll get out and I'll do a quick little deal. I'll show you. If you're a truck driver, I'd take a shit on the side of the road. Because everybody saw her pissing on the side of the road. But I will answer the question, the age-old question, how do you take a dump on the side of the road? How do you go punch a deuce?
I would do it the same way. You're like sitting on a squatty potty.
Yeah, but I don't squat like that. Plus, too, I mean, for a guy, you squat down.
Balls on the ground?
I mean, if you got that problem like I do. No, when I squat too low, all my stuff will drag on the ground, man. Right? Right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I'll show you the way I was told years ago, you know, the best way to take a shit. It's great. And I actually did it one time because I was hurting. I was up in central Nevada. I was like 100 miles from anything. No phone service, no nothing. I pull over in a big old heated rush, man, because my stomach just went. You know, I said, fuck you. You're gonna shit your pants right now. Oh! And I knew like a mile up the road there was a cutout, a dirt cutout on Highway 93. I was coming back down from Ely back to Vegas. There's just a whole dead stretch out there where there's nothing around, and there's not much traffic either, so I felt okay about it. And the sun was just starting to go down, so the sun was behind the hills, so it was kind of dim, you know. All right, I can do this. It was going to happen no matter what, but you know, it made me feel a little better about myself. So but you know, hey man, it works. So I'll be sure and show you all that. The class act that is shitting on the side of the road in a truck. Right?
Right.
So, do that in a bit. I guess, yeah, we'll check back in a bit.
Yep.
Right?
Right.
Out.
Out.
Oi!
You did get me.
If I don't see you like just jump like a kangaroo, man.
Shit fly out of my hands everywhere.
And then you'd like do a penguin waddled back to the bathroom. I just shit myself. God damn it. So what's going on?
Nothing. Just writing down all this stupid stuff.
She's writing down the information for our next load in the spiral I was talking about, right?
Yep.
You can see right here she's writing. Just like
Writing,
I did.
writing.
She learned my methods. She's good, grasshopper.
Oh.
Fuck! Fucking truck cut off. Hold on. Chewbacca. Little 5-minute auto cut off on the truck.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for her to write shit down so we can get out of here. So we got into Bethlehem, Pennsylvania this morning, early morning. What was it, like 1 o'clock? No, 3 o'clock. Shit, 4 o'clock. I don't know, I forget. Got in, dropped the load, dropping loads, and they tried to pawn off some fucking shitty load on us. I mean, I'm not one to turn down loads. I want to keep moving, but when they obviously send you a real fucking lame load, and it's night dispatch a lot of times, it's like they're trying to pawn something off on you. Like nobody else will take it, so but they send you, you know, it's called, you know, you send you like a little pre-plan, and they just send it to us, committed next load, blah, 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 blah. And I started reading it, and they sent it to us at a time of day I thought our dispatcher was still working. Turns out it was night dispatch. It always seems to happen like that too. Night dispatch, man, they just fucking throw us some shit load. They go, how you doing with this load? Is this one good? And it's like, no, it isn't. So you're good with it then? No, it isn't. I don't like it. Okay, so you want to go ahead and do this load? You good with this pre-plan? Nope. It was going up, I mean, if you know anything about freight, it was going up to the Boston area, and it had 3 drops on it. It was picking up this morning and going 350 miles up to Boston for a team, and it's like, and then so it'd be, we pick it up today, it starts dropping tomorrow, it'll drop tomorrow by, the last drop was at 11 o'clock, the first one was at 5 a.m, then what, fucking 7 a.m, and then 11, and then like one was right down in like on the north side of fucking downtown Boston and shit. It's like, dude, we're a fucking team, man. I don't, what do you have us doing this solo shit for? And plus too, it didn't even come with a rate. It said it paid like $54. And oh, that rate's gonna change, don't worry. I'm like, yeah, what is it gonna change to? Fucking $64? I mean, we do these loads sometimes, especially if they don't give us a rate ahead of time. We're just, and we go, yeah, we'll do it. And then it comes back like, you know, the one load we rescued off a guy was paying fucking 91 cents a mile. Like, great. You know, he didn't tell us the rate before we took it. So whenever that happens, I just either hold out for the rate now or just turn it down and just say, no, I'm not doing it. Oh man, we need somebody to really cover this load. Well, keep on looking, bro. Because now what this is going to affect, like we had a good long load coming out. Now if they had turned and burned us right here, even if it wasn't a great paying load, right back across west, you know, to go back to California, we would have had all these runs turned in before pay cut off, and we would have had a decent week. Now the load we're getting is here out of Pennsylvania down by Philly, and we're going down to Florida, and I don't know, it's paying average, you know. So we'll get that one done. But now what this is going to do is cut off our ability to turn in a good long trip again before payday cut off. So it's going to be another low paying week, and it's like, I mean, I'm not trying to complain, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. I just don't like when we've been doing this for a year as a team, and we still have so many times when we're not properly utilized as a team to do long runs, you know, better paying runs. It's like, alright.
You know, even if they just kept us moving, we'd make more money.
Yeah, if it was decent paying short loads and stuff, but they'd have to be dropping hooks too. That's the problem too, and I told dispatch this yesterday. We're getting so much dwell time, downtime of waiting at docks, and we have wasted days every week, you know, like 2 or 3 days a week that on average we're really not moving very much. So we might turn one long load and then we'll sit around a day and then another load, but it's a short load and it picks up the next morning maybe or something like that.
It takes half the fucking day to load it.
It takes half a day to get it, and we're sitting at docks all the time. Like I said, dwell time kills you, especially, you know, we don't get paid for all that. So, and like I said, the nut on this truck and the fuel and the insurance and everything, you got to cover first. Again? Fuck, dude. God damn it. Hold on, fucking. Chewbacca. That's one thing. This truck has so many warning sensors and bells and whistles on it and shit. This would be like my one little beef with all of this safety equipment, where safety equipment gets unsafe. That while she's sleeping at night or whatever, and I'm driving, the Chewbacca sound that you hear, it's the warning, the lane deviation warning sound that if you get, there's a little this gray little, this thing right here, the gray thing on the window, it projects like a radar thing out in front of us, and if you vary off the lanes and stuff like that, it reads it, and it'll, on the right or left side, whichever one you're hitting the rumble strip or the line on, you're starting to deviate out of your lane because maybe you're falling asleep or something like that. It goes, bah, you know, wakes you up. You go, oh shit. So you have a switch though. Here, look at our dirty dash. This right here, if you push it, lane alert, it shuts off the sensor, right? And it comes on every like 5 minutes or something like that. You got to constantly be pushing that button to shut it off. So a lot of times though, the rumble strip thing starts going off and you're like, what the fuck? I mean, you're in your lane too, and it misreads it or whatever, like some little stripe on the road, it picks it up and it starts rumbling at you. Like well, in the middle of the night, it wakes her up now, so it breaks into her sleep, and then I'm looking down at the dash. This is the other thing too, you're not supposed to break vision of the road all the time and stuff. Now you're looking down at the dash looking for the button. You're like, well, where the fuck is it? Well, you know, because you're frantically looking for it. Now you're like, oh shit, and you're punching buttons and shit, trying to shut it up before I wake her up. So, a safety device that actually causes you to be unsafe. That's what I think. I think it's really a useless thing. If anything, they should have that button attached to the steering wheel or something like that, where you can use your thumb, you know, just punch the button, like the cruise control. We got like the smart wheel that has stuff on it, you know, like you got cruise control here and other stuff to check the dash fucking bullshit and everything. So that's where it should be to be safe. I don't think having that button on the dash where you got to frantically go looking for it all the time. I don't think that's good. So when safety equipment becomes unsafe, that's what I think. That's what I think. So yeah. This would get to go back down to Florida.
Yeah. I love Florida. Love it.
Yeah. Good times. Yeah, send that paperwork in. Alright, well I guess we'll get out of here. We're gonna go find something to eat. We're gonna go out to the service plaza out on the 476.
Yeah, since we slept all day.
So, yeah, we slept all day. Well, we haven't slept much. You know, when you get a good team load too, that you run fast.
Yeah, we ran real fast.
You know, we were just right back and forth, you know, switching out. So, you know. All right, good stuff. Anyway, I'm just sitting here like, blah. Just woke up. So, I guess we'll get back at it later.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go pick up this load and shoot some more video. Yeah?
Sure.
We're going back to, what is it, West Kennett?
Yeah.
So we just got done picking up, oi! In Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. We're coming down the street, got a load of mushrooms going down to Florida. Wanted to show you this town though. It's a really cool town actually, but it's old, you know, colonial era town. Very tight. You know, this kind of shit that you got to do if you're not used to seeing towns like this. You know, little main street town, very tight. But here we are, just a little one-lane deal. You can see in the mirror. You know, we're just riding right along the curb and everything. But this is the direct truck route right through town. Last time we came here, the street was shut down. The cops got on our shit like a motherfucker, man. Yeah, they were hating us. It was like us and another Prime truck showed up. And they had signs up by the freeway, but very vague, you know, just like, kind of just don't come down here kind of thing. And it was like, we didn't know this was the only route that was given for us to go to the mushroom plant. And, you know, we get down there and they have the road all closed off for a holiday. Was it the 4th or something like that? Or it's last summer. The one cop, you know, he was all high strung. He was all, oh, just go park it over there. I don't have time to deal with you. I was like, sorry. And then like the sergeant showed up, you know, local city cop guy. He shows up and I was just walking up to him to be all nice too. I was all, hi, how you doing? Hey, sorry about it. He's all, there were plenty of signs to tell you to stay away. And I'm and he goes, there were plenty of signs. And I'm like,
and then another Prime truck showed up.
Yeah, then another truck showed up behind us and we're like, all right, we didn't feel so stupid after that. We're like, all right. I don't know, just stupid.
Shaw.
Old cemetery. Traditional old headstones of a bunch of dead motherfuckers. Right?
Yeah, do you want me to take this?
No, straight. Right back up. Oh, fuck it, go straight. There's an on-ramp back up there. At least there better be.
I don't think so, that was it.
Oh, that was it. Shit, take a left, sorry. My bad. Fuck! I didn't think we got there that quick. See, making a video. Got all fucked up.
Left the way we wanted to go?
Nope.
Okay.
It's all we got now, though.
Right?
Alright, so that was Kennett Square, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So we'll go down here, find a turnaround, and go back the other way so we can go to the truck stop, get some fuel, some petroleum distillants, because we're, you can see the light, yeah, it's on. We need fuel, so it's still like 36 miles to the truck stop, so fun.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll check back in a bit. Alright, out!
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?